One Saturday morning, they both arrived early at the youth center and ended up sitting under the jacaranda tree out back. Purple petals fell between them like soft confetti. "Tell me something," Lenge said, her voice quiet. "Do you ever feel like starting over is a little humiliating?" Thabiso gave a half smile. "Only every day since my wife passed. I thought grief would be the worst part. But it was the shame of not having it all figured out." They sat in silence for a while. "I moved in with someone," she said. "Before marriage. My parents were heartbroken. And when he cheated, I came back home carrying disappointment like luggage." Thabiso didn't flinch. "And now you're carrying boys through maths exams, reminding Gogo Zodwa to take her meds, and making even the rebellious ones open up. If that's failure, we need to redefine the word." She chuckled, tears catching her off guard. Later that week, he dropped off a book at her parents' house. It was old, worn, The Alchemist, by Paulo Coelho. Inside, a note. "For the journey back to yourself. T." Her mother watched from the kitchen window. "Is that the youth center man?" she asked. "Yes," Lenge replied, tucking the book under her arm. "He seems gentle." Lenge smiled. "He is." Over the next few weeks, Thabiso began calling her Doc, not teasing, but affectionate. She started calling him mentor. Their conversations deepened. Sometimes they sat at the clinic long after everyone had gone, talking about the state of public health, about being Black professionals in rural spaces, about music, childhood, loss. One Thursday evening, after a long day at the clinic, they walked side by side down the dusty road. The sun was slipping behind the hills. Thabiso paused. "You know," he said, "I didn't expect to meet someone who makes the future feel not scary." Lenge's breath caught. "Me neither," she said. He didn't reach for her hand. He just smiled. Respectful. Patient. But in her chest, something warm and steady flickered. She didn't need to run toward it. She just had to let it be. And that night, her journal held just one sentence. "I think I'm learning to love again, not someone else first, but myself, in his presence."